Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm here with my macaroni salad charm. It's a cute little flower thingy-majig. And I call it macaroni salad because these little petal things look like macaroni. And I do have a bracelet that I'll make a tutorial for that goes along with this charm. But anyways, let's get started. So for this you're going to need a jump ring for the middle, some bands for these little cat bands right here, and some other bands for background colors, and you're going to need some bands for your little lacy petal tips. So let's get started. To start off making this, you're going to need to start by making a petal. So to make a petal, you're going to pick out your band that's going to be your base band, which is the orange band in this example. And in my case right now I'm going to be using just a plain white band. Put it on your hook. And then for your lacy parts, take your first color if you're going to be using different colors, which for me is red jelly. Pull it through the band. Put the band back on your hook. Pull the red over it. And then put the other half of the red on your hook. And then you take your next color, orange, pull it through both of these, pick up just the white, pull this orange over your hook, and then put the other half on your hook. Show you a third time. And you're going to repeat this until you have 8 stitches on this band. And here's my 8th and final stitch. But this time, after you finish the stitch, you're going to pull this purple over this white and just pull it over and onto the white base band, like so. And then what you're going to do next is you're going to take another hook, put it through this base white, like that, and then pick up the white that you just worked with. So now you have one of your petals on a hook. And you're just going to keep stringing your other petals onto the hook as well. I made the rest of them off camera using the same techniques as before. So I'm just going to put the base on here. And then put this white on. I just clipped them this way in order to save time and do some off camera instead of showing you on camera, and you could just rewind. Pull the purple over. And then you just keep stringing all 5 petals on, making sure that purple is next to red in this way. And I'm going to go off camera to string on the final 3 because I just don't want to waste time. And it'll come back once they're all on my hook. Alright, so I've strung all of these on my hook in the proper way. Now I take my other hook and we're going to move on to our next step. So what you're going to do, you're going to take one white band that's pulling through a purple and a white band that's pulling through a red. And what you're going to do now is you're just going to pull a white through those two. And it should stay on, just try not to tug on it. Going to then move down the line and do this to the next pair. pull the band through. Go to the next pair. Pull right through. And go to this final pair here. And pull your weight through. And now, before you work on anything else, you're going to take your little jump ring that you picked out and you're going to twist it open. I mentioned this in every tutorial, but you have to twist it open instead of pulling it straight out because it's harder to close up completely if you pull it straight out. Now you're going to add your cat bands. So to do this, you just twist the band and crunch it onto your hook so that you have 3 loops on there. Now you can add it on. So you just pick up 2 of these white bands that you put on recently. Make sure you don't tug on them too much or else the other end will come out. And you pull these whites over. And then you're just going to take a clip, C-clip, clip these 2 white bands. And as you can see, this white came out, so I'm just going to tug it back into place. I'll string it to the other band later. But anyways, now moving on. I'm going to triple cap this band. And then put it on these 2 white bands. And then I'm just going to take a clip and clip them. Again, pull this band through. Because most likely it's just going to come out. There we go. And then you can move on to your next pair. Right here. Again, triple cap your band and all that. And then clip it as the usual. And now at the end here, I'm just going to pull a white band through this white band. Like that. And then cap another band and pull it through this pair here. Now you're just going to pull all this off, but you have to do it really carefully. You're going to put this first white on your hook, and you're just going to scrunch the rest of this and slowly pull these off the hook. But you're going to stop when I tell you. And now you're going to keep holding on to this band right here. But you stop right here. Then you're going to flip this on your hook to the other side. You can drop that band off, but make sure that it doesn't unravel or anything. And then, since this white here is supposed to be through these two right here, just going to string it through here again, only because it came undone for me. And bring this end around. This is rather confusing, I know, but I'm trying my best. Make sure everything right here is straightened out, I guess you could say. And then you're going to pull this white right here through this white. And then you're going to pull these two whites here onto that band. So now you have left on your hook are these two whites. And you can easily switch them to this other hook, which I find easier to work with at this point. And then you can triple cap this white. Put these bands on your hook. And then pull this band over. And clip it. Alright, so now that I have everything in order, I can string all of these bands onto my jump ring. So you're just going to go around and put each pair of bands that are clipped onto this jump ring. It might be kind of tricky. But just make sure that your bands aren't crossed or anything weird like that, because you want this to look as neat as possible. And as you go along and your certain stuff is already on your jump ring, you can remove the clips. And make sure that when you string this onto the jump ring, But you're stringing it on right above the cap bands. Because if you don't, the cap band's going to come off. Or the jump ring, I'm sorry. I always call them cap bands. I don't know why I do that. Noise is the hardest for me near the end here. There we go. And then once you get to the end, you twist close this jump ring. And then if you have any other clips remaining, you unclip them. Can tug on stuff a little bit. But anyways, there's your flower. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.